What is up, people? Hope you're all doing well. As per usual, my name is Jake here from Esports Talk. It brings me no joy to talk about these stories, but certainly have to bring them to light. That being players now facing consequences yet again about their past actions and the choice words they have said. That being a current or former LA Valiant Overwatch member known as Slur. Ironically, yes, his in-game name is Slur, but in all honesty as well, one of the most, I would say, well-spoken apologies for a past instance that I have seen. And if you guys are a fan of this channel, I have talked longingly about dozens of pro players who have said some things in their past that are, of course, now affecting them in their future. Slur could be the next one of that. Currently on the LA Valiant Overwatch roster. Not sure if he is still going to be on this roster after this past couple of days now, posting his response to their past allegations, which did occur 2 or over than that years ago. And, you know, usually when we talk about these kind of things, we talk about pro players or creators or streamers or popular figures in the gaming scene who maybe either one, don't apologize, or two, they apologize and then maybe take back their apology, or three, have the worst apology known to man. Slur is none of these categories, and one of the better apologies I think I've seen in the history of actually making this channel, albeit does not condone his actions in his past. I will show you guys one screenshot and not any of the others. Obviously, some very, very drastic word choices were used by him in several Discord messages. And yes, he could be facing these punishments and actually facing these repercussions for the years to come. But with his apology as well, I'm going to read out the entire thing to all of you, and especially to all of you up-and-coming pro players out there or current pro players. This is, in my opinion, how a response should be worded. The actions he is, of course, going to be taking as well. Alongside that, all of the players, the coaches, and former staff who have worked alongside him that have vouched for his character now, I think it speaks miles ahead of him, and I do wish him the best of luck as he did take to his statement and his apology. And again, just a very, very well spoken in my opinion when it comes time to his statement. I want to be as transparent as possible, but keep this brief. I have changed as a person. I do not believe in anything I said 2+ years ago. I'm not the same person now as I was back then, and anybody, and I mean genuinely anybody, I have worked with in the past 2 years can vouch for my change as a person. However, I'm rightfully being held accountable for my own actions. I am sorry. I know words I said before were disgusting and vulgar, but I wouldn't even think about saying those things now. In fact, it disgusts me when I see others treat random people they don't even know with such disrespect. I was going through incredible amounts of trauma back when I was acting so toxic and disrespectful online. I guess I used the internet as a way of venting out my anger, grief, frustration, and depression at the time. I am sorry, but I can't talk about this publicly. It's one of the reasons I hid it. I would like to take the time to apologize to those I've upset or offended. If anybody is in a similar situation to me now, please reach out. You can even reach out to me on Discord if you need somebody to talk to. It always helps to talk to someone. That's something I struggled with in the past. As soon as I opened up, I became a better person. And then he finishes up by saying actions do speak louder than words, and they certainly do. And, you know, if I'm being honest with all of you guys right now, again, don't condone the actions. There were several very, very bad usages of words that are going to affect his future, but when it comes time for how an apology should be, that certainly is. We do not often see people apologize, own up to their mistakes, and talk about them as he actually did publicly, and not only go forth amidst apologizing, but also offer up his own reaching out to other people, or if people want to reach out to him to talk. And so, again, we see this time and time again, especially with youngsters out there, as we see scenes like Fortnite and other games out there really kind of bolster up the younger crowd. You're going to see 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old pro players out there who do not really know what they can and cannot say, and those actions certainly can become a risk for an organization eventually as that stuff does become rehashed or, of course, become public yet again, as many people out there really do like to bring this stuff to light. Again, I think XQC really puts this very, very well when we talk about these kind of cases. People do not like to forgive and forget. People often like to tear down and see people just burn. And when it comes time for a guy like Slur, I do wish him the best of luck. And again, for the 3rd or 4th time, when it comes time for a public apology, that is how you do it. I wish and I do hope the best for his future. And I think his actions will speak louder than his words with this kind of wording he did use here. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy, though. Will this cost him an Overwatch job in the future? We will wait and see. Until next time, take care, everyone. I'll be back here all day long.